Hey y'all, this is Cindy. I'm the Tireless Tangler, and you've arrived at day 49 of the 100 Days of Zentangle Project 2019. Today's tangle is STWIST or STWIST, I don't know, by CZT Sylvia Liao. Excited about yesterday being day 49 until I got in the middle of the night and was trying so desperately to get everything uploaded. It was 2 a.m. and I got it uploaded and went to do the art that goes on the front, the thumbnail art, and yeah, it was actually day 48. And after I had a good little cry in the middle of the night, then I went ahead and uploaded it anyway and dealt with it because I just couldn't deal with doing it over again. So today is actually day 49. Tomorrow's our halfway point. Who knew we would have gotten this far? Not I. I'm terrible at these kinds of things. Well, maybe not. Maybe this is just the first real concerted effort I've given something like this. So, all right. Our tangle today is STWIST or S-Twist or however you want to say this. It's by CZT Sylvia Liao. And about the same time that Linda Farmer at Tangle Patterns was doing the work on this one, my good friend Lisette Hofer from Switzerland, Schweiz, had sent in a pattern to Linda called Pero. That one, Linda said, was pretty much the same thing, but with a slightly different step out. So they published both of them, and because Lisette is my friend, I definitely want to give her version showing here too. So the first one we're going to do is S-Twist by Sylvia Liao, and let me show you her version of this. Now I find that this is easier if you do it along a diagonal, okay? And this is very much like the Tangle Noom Repus. That is a Zentangle original. And so let me show you and let me give you a couple of little tips that might help this method work for you. It took me a couple of times through to get this right. So you want to start with open S shapes in this fashion. Don't curve in on the tops or the bottoms. Just leave it open like that. And then repeat, starting your next one about where you stopped. Well, that one got a little bit big, but that's okay. And so again, about where you stopped. In this fashion. Then I'm going to, whoops, went a little crazy there. All right, whoops, no, okay. Okay, I need to not move this. So the next step is the one that will make or break you on this pattern. This is to connect your two S shapes. And this line can be bored straight, it can curve, you know me, I like the curves. So just connect each of your S's from tip to bottom with a straight line that hangs out over each side just a little bit. Yes? All right, this is the thing that's going to make a difference. Okay. You want to point, you're going to fill these in like this. And you want the points to be pointed out, straight out. So this would be, you want it to point straight out. In this fashion. And just the way these little triangles point is the difference between this working really easily and not. That one got a little bit crazy, but it's okay. And you can already see, if you're familiar with the pattern Numeripas, that this is very, very similar. Excuse me. All right, here's the next step. You want to start at the point of one of your little black triangles, and you're going to bring it out into a curve that ends at your next one over. Now, if you have your triangles pointed a different direction, this is not nearly as easy. It's not nearly as obvious, maybe. So follow this line, come out at the point, and then land there on the curve going down. And once again, whoops. And sometimes you will have room to curve, and sometimes you won't. Now the next side is going to do the same thing. The point to the curve of the next line, or in this case, the curve of the next line to the point, and if you turn your tile, you're going to be doing it exactly the same way. Just turning isn't very easy in this situation. Okay, I did that one, so right here. And you can see then, if you follow the points on your S's, let me let Simba get it out of his system. So if you follow the points on your S's and you get those pointed the right direction, you'll end up with something similar to this. Now, there are lots of ways to vary that, and I'll show you a couple of the things that she had in the step out, but that's the basic way that this is constructed. Now, if you did, for example, your S's farther apart, well, the setup farther apart. In this way, the line between is going to be a bit longer, and that's going to make a difference with the way this is going to be thicker. All right. Whoops. I got distracted again. And so follow your little points. Whoops. Try to take off and land there with your curve. Okay. That one's going to be like that. Sometimes I get lost in these, and it's important to sort of start over. Okay, then once one side is done, you're going to again repeat the other side, of course. And again, this is going to be one of these and this and like that. Okay, but by varying how you set the S's up, you will get different looks from this. Okay, and now Sylvia has a couple of cute ideas for embellishing to make this sort of a sparkled line, which is something I really like. She's also got an example like this. So you really can do many, many different things. Shading wise, I have tried adding graphite here. The other thing I tried that seemed to work and make sense was adding graphite where these lines come together, and maybe here in the dip. I don't know, I haven't blended this, so I'm not sure how it's gonna look. You could do something like this, or even leave that out. That's a little weird looking, isn't it? But doesn't matter. So something like this, her examples are much nicer. You might want to look, you might want to look them up online. So let's look at Lisette's step out and see how that is different than the S-twist one. This is Pero. And this is by STWIST, CZT, Lisette Hofer. She is just the loveliest lady and a fellow CZT 32. I had so much fun making them speak German with me. It was awesome for me. All right. So Lisette's step out is formed similarly, but not exactly. Well, so Lisette approaches hers also sort of in this manner with the S's. I can't remember if she is left-handed or not. I find it interesting that or maybe Sylvia is. I find it interesting that they're sort of pointed different ways, but they still do the same thing. Then Lisette has added an outer shape to this by making gentle curved C shapes with the point coming down where the two shapes mix or meet. So in this fashion. And you can already see the tangle forming here. And then she simply whoops, that wasn't as pretty as it could have been. She simply joins these in this manner. Now, this is actually much more zenful and does have a bit of a different look, but you can certainly embellish it similarly. And so Linda is absolutely correct that these two are basically the same thing. However, depending on how you form them, they have a very different look. Lisette's bases are a little wider and more uniform, and so in using this for a border tangle, for example, that would be an easy thing to do. Whereas this one, you might have to guide it a little bit more. Let's see. She also has some interesting ways to vary this. And let's see. I think she is coming down on the side and doing this, which is going to give this an even more braided look. And let's see, I think she is starting, yeah. In this fashion. Now I would even go you one better and say do this. And then you really give that a little more definition. So that's fun. One of her other embellishment ideas is to, let's see if I can do this. I'm going to do this the other way, but I don't know if that's going to confuse me or not. And then, let's see. Don't get confused, Cindy. And I can see why Linda felt like Lisette's was much easier to manage. There's definitely a flow that you can get into this way. And I suspect that perhaps Lisette is a lefty, and that's why her step outs were drawn from the other direction, but it doesn't matter. It's going to work either way. And then she embellished this as if it were zenith, which we just did by putting these little triangular diamond shaped bits in here in the little corners. I lost my light again, didn't I? Okay, hopefully not. And then she aura'd everything. And you could even put the little black perfs from Zenith on this. You can see how this is also a very pretty look. I don't know if Pero is listed by itself, but it is listed on Tangle Patterns under STWIST. And let's put this in the pattern and see where we get with it. I am not sure which version I'm going to do. I just don't know, guys. I'm a little torn. I got to admit to you. So, with the hope that I won't get this wrong, I think I'm going to choose Lisette simply because there's less chance of me messing it up, I think. So, okay. And then she's got and let's see, so we need to go and we'll see. Well, I definitely made it more uniform, so that's good. So now I'm starting to wonder if she did this other version by adding the little muka end. Oh, I'm so tempted to try it. I don't recommend trying things the first time. And this is why. Now we have an opportunity. Okay. See if we can make a real opportunity out of it and not just a big mess. Okay, I might be catching on to this a little bit. Maybe not. Nope, not that. I should not have done this, huh? Well, that part's going to work out. I got nothing. I think I'm close to what she was doing, though. So I have done some very interesting things here. And let's see what I can do to make this more opportunity and less mess. I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing here. Let's find out. Nope, got nothing. So I'm going to try to salvage this by... I don't think the Muka aspect can be saved here. We will definitely be asking Lisette how this is done. Well, I tried to leave my little highlight, but that didn't work out. Okay, let's try it on this one. Okay, well, I definitely did not set out for this when I started, but we have something very entertaining here. Now, how can I make this even more interesting? All right, Simba, no, 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 no. Thank you, bud. Really? Is that what we're gonna say? So I'm gonna do that, and that, and that. See, that already helped. Oh, and I forgot my little aura. Not very smart of me. Not sure drawing behind on that's going to help me much, but I'm going to do it anyway. Because I just can't help myself. Oh my goodness, what a mess. All right. What I'm going to do on this is add some line weight. Because that never gets me in trouble. I honestly got nothing here. Well, my voice teacher at the opera in Germany used to tell me that if I was going to make a mistake, do it big. So here we go. We're big. I like the line weight. At least I got that working for me today. Now, do I want to put any striping? I think I do. I like it. The next one should go here. Oops. But guys, I gotta say, one of the hardest things for me to learn in the beginning, besides being courageous enough to post my art, which is a really big step if you can take that, it's hard. It's hard to do. But, well, that's very creative. Okay, but I'm going to have a good time shading on this, so let's get to it. But go easy. Find things to appreciate about everything that you do, because being mean to yourself is just not a good way to go. And since I'm an expert being meaner to myself, I know wherefrom I speak. Alright, so let's add graphite here. And also add some here. Now, I am going to shade in all of these little crevice spots. I am just going to let my pencil do the walking here. Maybe deepen that in the center. This is going to look cool. I may add some graphite along the edges. Let's see if I can stop it from getting too crazy. Yeah. See, this was just meant to be a shading joy here. So I just am going to town with it. Alright, so take that back. Alright, now I love how twisty that looks. Right. So how did we do on this? So what do you guys think of my interesting little mess here? I actually kind of like it. So I'm not going to blame this on anybody but me. I really liked both versions of this. Be interested to find out what you guys think in comments. So that is our day 49 pattern, at least mine. I have learned so much by taking this journey with you guys. I have benefited from this in ways I never thought. And the goal that I had started with, which was to find some focused creative time each day, has certainly happened, but not at all in the way that I thought it would. So this is where we're at. And tomorrow will be day 50. I'm pretty excited about that, and I'm proud of us all. So let's, everybody, post your work tomorrow. Post your halfway progress. Even if it's not where you want it, post it. Post it, be courageous, and say, and I encourage you to post it without, and this is hard, I encourage you to post it without making excuses, whatever it is, whatever shape it's in, because that's what I've been doing. So you guys are some pretty awesome people, and I cannot wait to see where you guys all are. Everybody, take a break, enjoy your day, and I will see you on Tuesday for day 50. Thank you. Thank you so much for taking the first half of this journey with me, and I will be here with you for the next 50 days.